In this problem, we have an interest rate that's an annual rate and a principal amount that's invested. You're going to chop that into two pieces, one part invested at 12% and the other 8%. And if the interest earned from the amount invested at 12% exceeds the interest earned from the amount invested at 8% by $456, how much is invested at each rate? So what I'd like to do is make sure that we're using the interest formula. The interest earned is equal to the principal, that's the amount that you invest, times the rate times the time. And in this case, we're talking about like a 1 year amount of time. Okay, so you've got the 21,325 broken up into two parts. Let's say let X be the amount invested, and we'll use dollars, at 12%. And let's let Y be the amount invested, again, making sure we're using dollars as the unit, at 8%. And let's also make sure we remember that 12% as a decimal is 0.12 and 8% as a decimal is 0.08. Okay. All right, so a few things. First, the total principal would be 21,325. So if we add together the two amounts, it should equal 21,325. And the other thing we need to remember is the interest should equal principal times rate times time. Maybe I'll make a chart here. That the principal times the rate times the time equals the interest earned. Okay, so we're talking about 1 year. You've got the 12% rate and the 8% rate. The principal invested at 12% was X, and Y was invested at 8%. So now when you multiply across to get the interest, you've got 0.12X and 0.08Y. That's the interest earned from the first account, and here's the interest earned from the second account. So the amount earned from the 12% account exceeds the interest from the 8% account by $456. That means that this amount of money, 0.12X, was equal to this interest plus $456 more. So it equals 0.08Y plus 456. All right, so now with all of this information, we have a system of equations that we can solve for. I think I'm going to use substitution. So what I'll do is maybe I'll take the first equation and solve for, maybe I'll solve for X. So I'll subtract Y from both sides. So I have X equals negative Y plus 21,325. And then like we always do, wherever I see an X in the second equation, I can replace it with this expression. So here's my X. I'm going to go ahead and replace it. So I've got 0.12 times negative Y plus 21,325 equals 0.08Y plus 456. Now I've just got one variable I can go ahead and solve. So let me simplify. Negative 0.12Y plus, I have to do 0.12 times 21,325, which gives me 2,559. And I'll just rewrite the rest. All right, now I can solve for Y. I'll subtract 0.08Y from both sides. And I can also subtract 2,559 from both sides. Okay, so that goes away, that goes away. And what I have here is negative 0.12 2 or 20, if you like, y equals 456 minus 2559, which is a negative 2103. And now dividing both sides by negative 0.2, I get my answer. Y equals negative 10,000, positive, sorry, because negative divided by negative is positive. I get y equals 10,515. All right, so now let's make sure I know what I'm doing here. What's y? Y was the amount invested at 8%. So here I've got 10,515 invested at 8%. And I want to find out how much was invested at 12%. So I'll use this equation, maybe the first one, x plus y equals 21,325. Plug 10,515 in for y. Subtract that amount from both sides. And I get 10,810. So again, you can check. If you add these two up, it should equal our total principal. You can also check that the interest earned from each satisfies that the one is 456 more than the other.